Hello and welcome. This is Diana, and you are watching Holistic Vibes. This is going to be for the sign of Gemini. This is just like an energy check to see what's been going on. It's probably going to end up being a love reading because that seems to be what's coming out, or a lack thereof love. Maybe with the end of this year, you are kind of in a state of reflection of the journey of how you've gained your independence, like the honoring of the fool's journey of like how you have gone up to this point, how you honored like your own journey, your own evolution, like who and what you gave your time and energy to. Mm, maybe some of you had to go into solitude to kind of realize like what was your energy, what was another's energy. Maybe some of you were focused on abundance and financials and kind of getting into a state of where you had domestic bliss or where you desired domestic bliss, or maybe where domestic bliss wasn't necessarily your cup of tea, right? Like that whole process, which is interesting. Because you have the Queen of Swords twice, and it's possibly picking somebody who is very, um they said sexually promiscuous. I don't know. Um Somebody who possibly played it off like they were unbiased, but in actuality were quite biased. Uh, there could have been like this lack of commitment in the energy, which brought like sorrow or impediment, or you thought they were trustworthy. Again, take it as it resonates, right? Um, Somebody had to go into inner guidance, had to go into like the how do I make a fool's leap of faith, um, or like this reevaluation, right? There could be an opportunity for a reunion or a collaborative pursuit of like artistic what? Explorations. It's something's gonna be an upside down kind of if you revisit. Considering every angle. 33 is relevant, having to do with a marriage. Yeah, there's something strong in regards to like the alignment of like mm, kind of like there was a misgiving or a misrepresentation, and so you didn't process the, yeah, there was some kind of a moment that happened where it felt like 10 stabs in the back, um, like a lack of support, it's kind of like you saw somebody's callousness. There's some kind of an old memory that you're lugging, but somebody's not going to see it coming. It's kind of like the activation of like it's the identification of like an old paradigm. It's like somebody lifted something from a different paradigm or from closed a closed circuit paradigm where you, it's almost like you thought that's where you were feeding your creativity to. somebody is way more strong, like way more powerful, way more strong, like than they give themselves credit for. And it's almost the simplicity in the amazing company, good company, alignment, like peace, flow. It's the easy, you know, it's like this prosperous vibration. It's like a vibration where there is like an alignment within self. So what is it that you feel like you've had to be tolerant on that you didn't want to be tolerant on, right? Like through your expressions or your lack thereof expressions, where did you bite your tongue when you wish you could have said what you wanted to say, right? And maybe you need to dive into, they're just showing me that your energy frequencies are so affected by this that like you missed out on a really divine connection because you were focused on it's almost like what you wanted really wasn't necessarily what you expected. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I would say like ask for Rizel to like work with your inner thoughts, like the hidden truths that are not to expectation or that have been holding you back slightly or keeping you in a non-co-collaborative environment because you worried about what's already happened, right? And then remember, like, was that what's in the walls came tumbling down one by one. It's a song. I don't know. Um, the ants go marching one by one. Hurrah! Hurrah! I don't know. Maybe you need to watch Ants. Maybe it's going to give you answers on how to work together. Uh, yeah, there's something where there's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. There's been a lot of like angst in regards to who's trustworthy and who's not, and who is focused on true service versus like self proprietorship is what they said. I don't know. Again, that's probably like looking out for self and not looking out for others. And you go through that variation in stages, right? Where it's me, then it's we, then it's I, then it's co-collaborative, right? Then it's collective, different facets. So you need to really get clear, like beyond a shadow of a doubt, not, and I mean, who knows, maybe your intuition already knows like what's coming, um, but you have to revisit like the what you really want to manifest into your 10 of cups, like the like honoring the pain that you've been through and the joys of just being um in the here and the now, in the moment, in the alignments, right? I'm gonna leave that there. If something resonates, give it a like, comment, or subscribe. If you would like a reading or a healing, everything is below. Website is Holistic Vibes. And until next time, be well and ciao.